If you want to know just how awful Google and specifically YouTube as a company is, stick around because I am making a major announcement. I'm going to be bringing you to what's been happening to me. I'm going to release a couple of extra interesting information, so stick around. But first, let's tackle on the new terms of service that YouTube wants you to sign. 𝐎𝙐𝐋𝐋𝐿𝐼 made a video that says do not sign YouTube's new money stealing terms of service before watching this. I agree with this title. 𝐎𝙐𝐋𝐋𝐿𝐼 goes over the new terms of service, and there's not a lot of terms here. There's just a little bit. So he actually reads the terms, and under the number 2C it says non-qualifying revenues. YouTube may withhold or adjust partner earnings with a breach of terms. So if you breach some terms, if you make a mistake, if you do not follow rules, they can withhold or adjust your money. Or they can charge back. Hold on, read this carefully. What does charge back mean? That means that if they send you the money in your bank account, they can now reach in your bank account and take that money back. AKA, they can charge back. Or offset such amounts against future partner earnings payable to you. Or if they cannot take it out of your bank account, they can actually withhold some of the future earnings until you pay everything that you owe them. So this is criminal. Why? Because they are retroactively taking money away from you. You already earned that money. Do you understand? You already earned that money. Just because, at some point in the future you make a mistake, they can take that money away from you. This is criminal. I hope you see it. If you sell ice cream, you sell 10 ice creams, you earn $10. And you already sold the ice cream. You earned your money. At certain point, you make a mistake, you drop an ice cream, or you don't sell a good quality ice cream, or you sell half of the ice cream for some reason. That's a issue that YouTube has with you, and they can take all those $10 from way back. They can take it away from you. Unfreaking believable. They can take it away in one way or the other, chargeback, or they can withhold future earnings. So they can tell you, listen, until you sell 10 more of ice creams, we're gonna withhold all the money until you sell 10 more, then we're gonna start paying you again. Criminal. This is some pimping stuff, people. YouTube will notify you if any of these circumstances occur. Usually they do notify you, and provide detail on how you can appeal. This is one of the things that's a big issue as well. Even though they might provide details of how you can appeal, these appeals are usually handled by a computer algorithm. So a human, just a regular human being will not review this. Because there might be many of these instances where human has to step in to review, and you do not have that much manpower. Even if you do, it takes understanding of what's happening for a human being to actually review this properly. A human being has to be trained properly to understand and either accept or reject the appeal.
YouTube sent a lot of human raters, that is how they call their censors, home due to COVID. Now the bots have taken over once again, obviously deleting twice as many videos as the human raters.
And if we take a look at some of the other news, we can confirm this. YouTube will temporarily increase automated content moderation. So I decided to ask ChatGPT because it might have more information. It might not be censored as well. I remember reading that YouTube employs a certain company to review their videos, but ChatGPT just says YouTube content review team is the one who reviews it. Then I asked, find me an article that says YouTube review team is not trained properly. It says, there have been several reports and news articles in the past that have criticized the company for the way it handles content moderation. Some news outlets have reported that YouTube's content review team is understaffed and overworked, which may contribute to inconsistent moderation decisions. Then I asked it to tell me the criticism that the content moderation staff has received, and it says, there have been several criticisms of YouTube's content moderation staff in recent years. Number 1, understaffing. YouTube's review team is understaffed, which can lead to inconsistencies. Overwork. Some moderators have reported high levels of stress. Inconsistency of enforcing guidelines. Some videos being removed while others remain on the platform. lack of transparency. Critics have complained that YouTube's content moderation process is opaque, making it difficult for users to understand why certain videos are removed. And finally, here it is, inadequate training. Some content moderators, so these are people that work for YouTube, have reported that they were not provided with adequate training to do their job. I remember watching YouTube's biggest live video, and there they actually expose which company is supposed to train these people and train the bots. So let's really quickly watch the video, and then we're going to find these articles and find the company.
Say that Lionbridge is one of the companies helping to train these bots. Lionbridge employees have talked about reviewing videos for Google on this job board.
Some of their complaints are that they don't get enough guidance and the instructions are unclear. Sound familiar?
And here's the company. What do we do? Content services, training, and e-learning. First, before we get to the big stuff, look at this. This is a subreddit for Lionbridge. So the guy asks, your response when people ask you what you do. I say content moderator. I tell them I work for Google. I wanted to say that, but does Lionbridge actually work for Google? Well, on my paycheck from TOS, it says Google Rater. Google Rater. That's the interesting word that we just heard again. Again, Google Rater. Is it possible for YouTube Raters to get a raise? Somebody asked the question on Lionbridge, but here it is. Again, that particular term, which tells us who these shadow people are. Finally, we have a word for the shadow people. YouTube Rater. Here's what one says. I do not view this as a job with an opportunity for advancement. It's part-time work. Rating long YouTube videos. Sometimes I get videos on my tasks list that are hours long, even though we have about 30 minutes max on a page. What do you guys do in these situations? You need to skim through the videos as per the task time, and if they want any section to be reviewed specifically, they will provide a timeline. But as the other commenter said, skim the video quickly. Here we have found on Indeed.com the reviews for this particular company. Good to gain skill then move. Frustrating. There is a major communication issue. Here it is. It says you rate the quality of Google search results. So clearly this is the company. Here is one Google Rater. So you can see that in fact it is a real position. I can't say there was much interaction with leaders. In fact, you will really not have a leader per se or anyone specific to reach out to. It was great until it wasn't. Little to no communication from leadership, no room for advancement, mundane. Here is one from 2021, Rater, just Rater. I did not have bad experience, but I feel that they were very quick to put you off the job so you can get training, but all the training was via video and practice, not in person, and I think that if you had more in-person training would be better. You rate the quality of Google search results, you'll have to browse a site or watch a video, then rate it based on their standards. Multimedia judge. Oh, this is incredible. Working as a video judge, you don't receive any training or any significant feedback on your performance. They give you a set of guidelines and tell you when your judgment is in disagreement with other judges, but a lot of times judging is open to interpretation. Looks like ChatGPT actually very good. I just wanted to give you a little extensive overview of what's happening here. Obviously, you can watch this video, YouTube's biggest lie, and learn more about this. But this is the thing. These appeals are also open to interpretations. And clearly, these people do not have proper training to understand what are they appealing, what are they rejecting or accepting, what's going on here. So you can see how all of this is horrible. Not only can they take your money away, or they can just withhold the future money away from you, until you pay your debt. They will, you can appeal, but hey, computers do these appeals. They process these appeals most of the times. I believe we have just proven that. So for now, I will not be accepting this, and I have to agree with Louis Rossmann. So we're going to be exposing way more. I hope you join me. In the next 10 years, this website will disappear, and I'm hoping that more video platforms pop up. I heard that Instagram and Twitter are working on 10-minute or even longer videos, and also earning revenue off of those videos, so that's very interesting, just a heads up. Anyhow, like I've said, I'm going to be releasing plenty of videos from now on helping YouTubers and revealing all the dirty laundry that YouTube tries to hide. Stick around, it's going to be a very interesting ride. So there it is. I just wanted to reveal to you what YouTube is basically doing is, yeah, we have all these rules that we want you to follow if you want to stay in this relationship, but we are not going to follow any rules because, you know, we have all this power and, you know, we're the only platform. Well, by the way, we also run at loss. You know, we don't have any profit from YouTube for 18 years. Sure, buddy, sure you don't. And yeah, we're the only platform and we make the rules and you have to follow them, but you know, when it comes to us, we're not gonna follow any rules until we are hit with regulations. Yep, let's work on that then. Let's hit you where it hurts. Thanks for watching. I will see you in future videos. Stay tuned. Stay very tuned. Usually I wouldn't tell you to subscribe, but in this case, do subscribe. Because I want you to see what's coming. And then when I'm done, I'll let you know and then you can unsubscribe. Really, I do not care about any of those on YouTube.